Guardians of the Galaxy 3 ending explained what happens, what's next and what it means. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 serves as the culmination of the titular team's MCU journey, and here is everything about the film's ending explained. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the end of the first chapter of James Gunn's team of super a-holes, closing out his Found Family trilogy, but opening up hope for the future of the MCU. While some of the original Guardians of the Galaxy cast have expressed their intention to retire from their roles, Volume 3's ending introduces a new Guardians team as well as promising a return for Chris Pratt's Star-Lord at least. And in amongst all of the violence, the renegade, and the redemption, there's an awful lot of heart, as you might expect. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's ending sees Rocket Raccoon discover the truth of his existence, that he is indeed a raccoon, become a savior of his creator's other test subjects, absolving himself of his crime of causing the deaths of his friends Layla, Teefs and Flaw, and defeat the High Evolutionary with the help of his Guardians friends. The team return to nowhere, where the Guardians disband, leaving each of them to realize their fates in the MCU timeline. The main villain of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the High Evolutionary. Played by Chukwudi Amuji, the High Evolutionary's goal is to reshape the universe in his image, removing imperfections from every species in the galaxy through cruel torture and experimentation. One of his former subjects was Rocket, naturally leading to a confrontation with the Guardians that ends in the High Evolutionary's defeat. At the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the Guardians manage to defeat the High Evolutionary. After confronting his forces aboard his spacecraft, the High Evolutionary disappears from the film's final act. He reappears at the climax, cornering Rocket in the holding pens where the High Evolutionary imprisoned the raccoon earlier in his life. This results in a battle between the Guardians and their foe, with all the members contributing to taking down the villain. Rocket, citing his status as a Guardian, refuses to kill the High Evolutionary, leading to his demise when the ship explodes with the antagonist still on board. One of the main aspects of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's final act centered on the team saving the High Evolutionary's test subjects. From the Star Children he imprisons and tortures in order to build his superior race to the various species of animals that would become his creations. The Guardians save a lot of lives in the film's climax. The saving of these innocent lives was possible through Nowhere, the Guardians' home base that is rigged as a giant space station. Kraglin flies Nowhere to the Guardians' location, allowing the High Evolutionary's test subjects to live on Nowhere with Nebula and Drax to raise and protect them. While it was initially a little unclear, the High Evolutionary is alive at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, having been rescued from the exploding spaceship by Drax. A deleted scene revealed that the villain ends up imprisoned on Nowhere under the watchful eye of Nebula, who stays on the station as a sort of leader. The High Evolutionary's MCU future is unclear, but it feels unlikely that he will return, even if the Guardians do. The point of his fall from grace is that being locked up in his Nowhere cage and left on display to the test subjects he tortured is the ultimate indignity. Having sought universal greatness as the new creator, seeing him belittled by his final fate is a lot better than him dying in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you are new to our channel, then like and subscribe.